Hello everyone, welcome back to Lou's Let's Play Kirby's Adventure. When we last left our hero, we had finished off World 4-5. Now we're moving on to 4-6. Yeah, so I ended the last part like sort of frantically and desperately trying to finish under the 15-minute limit, but yeah, I realized while uploading it that all you have to do is just to like verify your account is just give YouTube a phone number, and then you can upload videos as long as you want. And I don't think I've missed anything on that, because part 4 seems to be up and fine, and it came in at 15 minutes and like 12 seconds or something, so it was just over, unless you get any leeway that I'm not aware of, you know, but yeah, so basically what I'm going to do in this part is I'm just going to finish up World 4 here, assuming, wow, it's lagging like crazy, the emulator, I mean, oops. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish that up and then do all of the next worlds, and we'll be back on track to you know, doing one world per one level, I guess, in Kirby terms per video. So yeah, and if you here we go. So this I think I alluded to. Oh, I got all 3 plus my star. That's kind of awesome. That doesn't happen that often. But you only get the charge, anyways. It doesn't. You don't get like anything special, like more special for getting the 3 or 4. So here we go. So whoops. Come back here. We need this guy. So here you go. You see, there's the light power, and you see we get only 1 usage of it, and it doesn't actually do anything to our enemies, but you can see now, and you can see right here, there's a little secret door. This one I think took me quite a while to find. Basically, yeah, I was used to playing this game before the interweb and before YouTube. Well, obviously before YouTube. But yeah, so all these secrets were figured out the old-fashioned way. And unlike the, you know, like I mentioned in my Mario playthrough, you know, there was, well, I suppose there could have been a Nintendo Power book for this, but I certainly didn't have it. So yeah, I mean, none of them are too hard to figure out, really. But you know, it's just fun to say that, you know, you did it all, you know, on your own the first time through. But of course, you're watching this, so if you haven't played the game before, then you're not doing it on your own. But yeah, that's okay too. All right, so here we go. Here's a little secret that you can easily screw up. So the stone, which I alluded to before, can actually activate these little posts. You want to go to the bottom one after you've done the first one, which bounces it up to the middle level, and then the middle one bounces it up to the top. Simple enough once you've done it once, but you know, it's very easy to screw up if you're not like paying attention, or if you're just not, you know, if you haven't done it before, and they can easily, whoops, oh, this is gonna be trouble, easily catch you sleeping. You know, if you're just sort of, you know, spacing out and doing whatever. So yeah, that's it. This is pretty much the end of the Grave Garden. We just have the boss fight left. And we'll just finish that off, and like I said, we'll just keep on going regardless of time. I haven't set a timer or anything, I have no idea. So, with this boss, you want to grab the high jump power-up, and this is where it's actually most effective, is in this boss fight, is just keep holding, like I said before, just hold down A. Don't bother, and not don't bother, but make sure you don't release A too soon, because then you won't have the height that you need. And you can, as long as you're still jumping, yeah, you see that? You can take out the enemy, so you don't have to worry too much about getting hit by them, as long as you're doing the high jump. And then, yeah, you just spam the high jump on the boss, and he's pretty easy. Watch, I'm gonna screw it up anyways, but, yeah, you can get, you know, I think, see, that's how you can screw it up, is if you just miscalculate. But I think this might do, whoa, that was close. Might do slightly less damage than, you know, inhaling the enemies that he spits out and throwing them back at him, but it's fairly simple. And yeah, so we got another piece of the Star Rod. And interesting little side bit, in case you didn't notice that, if you grab the piece of the Star Rod really quickly, it won't play that yeah, I don't know how it goes, but it won't play the music in between the Kirby victory song and well, between the boss and the Kirby victory song. Alright, so this is level 5. This is Yogurt Yard, and we're just gonna keep plowing on through. I think we do want to dish this power up. And, yeah, whoa, oh, that was sad. I don't know what happened there. I couldn't, I was sort of stuck inhaling there, and I couldn't, well, that sounds weird. I couldn't, stop. That was not pleasant at all. Yeah, weird. Alright, so just move along here, and here's the first secret in this area. Whoop, maybe. Yeah, there it is. Little secret door. And yeah, this is where you really start to need to pay attention to everything like that. Now you have the stone power up, and you just turn into a rock and just keep falling. Pretty easy enough to figure out. Also, you can just free fall. I don't know if I'll... Oh, too late. Ah! I screwed that up. And you want to keep falling. You saw there was a door up there, but we don't want it. Whoops. You want to come down here and get this door. This is the good one, because it unlocks a secret area for a bonus game. Now, this never made any sense to me, but every time you hit one of those mushroom things, you regen all your health. So why would they give you another tank right here? It makes no sense to me. I don't know. Maybe it makes sense to you, but it certainly doesn't to me. My favorite power, freeze power. Yeah, so, oh, here we go. Yeah, these guys are the ice guys, but we have the freeze power, which is much more effective. Yeah, so, I'm apologizing in advance for the long delay between these videos. In case anyone's watching and following this regularly, just been a lot going on in life, like I said. In general, first of all, there was the new computer and the setup, and actually, I don't even know how the audio sounds in this, because I was actually going to do a test, and I completely forgot to do that. So I was going to do a test on the audio levels to see how it sounds before I actually started recording this part, and now I didn't do that. So hopefully this sounds good, because I am not, well, I'm not going back and doing this again, so hopefully the levels are good. Yeah, I was messing around with it in Skyrim. In case you guys are watching this sometime in the way distant future, the Kirby and Skyrim Let's Plays are sort of concurrent. So I was messing around with the levels in that, and I hopefully have figured out something good, and I just hope the Nintendo volume is similar to what it would have been for Skyrim, because otherwise either the game audio or the voice is actually going to be really, really loud, and I apologize in advance if that's the case. I really, really meant to check the levels. Oh well. But yeah, so apologies for that. Apologies for not uploading these as regularly as I thought. I mean, this game really, you can play this whole entire game in one sitting, and it's taken me forever to get through this Let's Play, and it's kind of sad, really. But yeah, there's been some life things going on. I will be moving soon. Lots of things happening, so videos are going to be sporadic for at least probably another month or so. But I hopefully, you know, maybe in between stuff, here we go. Maybe in between stuff, we can, I can get a little more recording done than I'm thinking. So, but apologies in advance if that doesn't happen. So, yeah, here's the guy here. I'm going to take his power up, even though I don't really want it right now, but, I don't know, it's such a cool looking power. I just love the fact that Kirby is wielding a mallet or a hammer that is literally the same size as he is. And I don't know, I just have this image of a person doing something like that, like how crazy that would be. Borderline psychotic, perhaps, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. It looks cool on Kirby because, you know, especially when Kirby gets that like really pissed off look, like you see in the hammer power up down there at the, you know, in the display screen. I don't know. It's one of those things, you know. Kirby is, like I said in the very first part, Kirby's this underestimated pink or peach colored ball, and yeah, anytime he has the chance to wield a weapon like that, I don't know. I can't pass it up. Maybe you could, but I can't. So, moving right along, we're gonna ditch it for the wheel power up, which I don't usually like to do, but well, I did. It just makes this type of thing much easier, and these like zigzaggy parts are much more fun with the wheel power up. So, yeah, and then just watch out over there. That's the only time that's where you can screw you up. But yeah, so whoops, don't do this. Don't do that, whatever you do. Actually, I'm gonna ditch the power up right here. Whoops. Oh boy, this is gonna be trouble. And, aha! Another secret area. And, yep, here we go, our friendly neighborhood rock guy, stone guy. Same thing, except you gotta switch off of it really quick, because that leads into the abyss. Similar to that other one, but, I I don't know, I find this one to be much easier than the other one. I don't know why. Well, let's ditch this and get the laser power, which is much cooler. And, yeah, so hopefully you guys are liking this. I'm gonna take this. Definitely taking the parasol power up. It allows us to float through the spikes much, much, much easier. Trust me on this. You can do it. You can do it the old-fashioned way, but whoops. Wow! That hurt. Much easier. You actually, I think there's enough, Kirby has enough health bars to make it through there were you to hit each one of them once, but why bother when you can do that? Moving right along through the yogurt yard. I think I'm going to skip the bonus games for right now, just to progress farther along. Now you see this? You see how this is like that? Yeah, that's important. That's important for later. Both what is in there and the fact that it's blocked off like that. So, yeah, like I said I think I said in another part. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna, we're gonna go back, because it's gonna make my point for me. But yes, now I've forgotten what I was saying. Oh well. Oh yeah, the fireball. So, what you want to do here is just jump as far as you can, and then activate the power-up. It's the easiest way to do it. And then here, go right to the edge and do it. Right to the edge. Whoop, whoop. See, that wasn't quite to the edge, and that's why I screwed that up. But yeah, so this game really does, if you know what you're looking for, make it easy for you. Because if you sort of just think about it, it's like, oh, you know what power-up could be really useful there? The fireball power-up. And generally, it's around the area. There is an instance coming up. I'll explain that when we get there. But there's an instance where that does not exist, and you have to actually take a power-up with you from another area. From another area into the world. Into the world itself. But we'll get there. We'll get there very soon. I think it's the next world, actually. Here's the bouncy ball power-up, which is not really the most exciting. Actually, we're gonna ditch it, because I really don't like using it. The control's a little weird for me, I don't know. But yeah, so, yeah, in case it's not obvious, and I think I said this already, but yeah, I have been playing ahead a little bit, just to make sure that this isn't just, you know, completely, not to say blind, but, you know, so I have a little bit better idea of what I'm doing. So, here's another instance of, you know, make sure you're paying attention. There's a little bit of a door there. And we definitely want this tomato. We're gonna ditch our power-up, ditch that, and we're gonna do this like this. Yeah, you can inhale the one-ups like that. It's pretty cool. So, come back down here. Don't go to the top door. Make sure you come to this one first, because we have another one of these things. And again, I got the tomato and I didn't need to. Well, you know, what are you gonna do? It doesn't make entirely all that much sense. But we're gonna definitely take our friendly spark guy here, because it's one of those powers that we can just hold down and hold forever. That's important for later. That is very important for later. It's actually going to be important for very, very soon. Right here, for example. This slows everything down, but I don't know. It's fun to do it this way. I don't know why it's the emulator. I don't know. I really don't think it's the emulator. I think it's just the game itself. I was reading up about it and how basically this game really tried to stretch every last ounce of power out of the original Nintendo. So you would think that the emulators might be a little bit better at handling it, but you know, in some cases it doesn't appear that way. So, all right, so here we have the arena, which I don't know if I've ever gone through so far in this Let's Play. I've done it in some of the test runs, but I don't know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just spam our spark power up. Whoops. Assuming I did not lose it. Don't worry about losing health in these. You know, well, you know, don't die, but don't worry about losing too much health, because that's your reward as a tomato. But we didn't really come here for that. We came here for the mallet. And we could have held on to it for that whole time before it, but, yeah. It's just easier to do this. Like I said, it is almost like setting you up ahead of time. Wait, is this the one? You know what? I don't think this is it. I think I wanted the other one. It's the next world. Yeah, it's totally the next world. Oh well. This is a little bit tricky. Whoops. I think I've screwed it up permanently. Let's see. Don't hurt me, Mr. Fireman. Oh, no, I definitely screwed it up. Okay, so Try this again. This is a little, it's not, you can obviously see what's supposed to happen, but it is a little bit tricky to pull off, so. What you need to do is get the high jump power, ditch the high jump, you know, knock the blocks out, ditch the high jump power, make sure it disappears, because they have a way of, like, finding you again after you let them go. And then, get the firepower, light the fuse, and hop on up. There you go. Just like that. Simple. Yeah, I completely screwed that up. It's in the 6th level that you need the hammer, so. Yeah, I thwarted myself in trying to whoops. Nope, don't want that. In trying to say that, oh, I've played ahead, so, you know, I'm not going to be playing this in the dark, and then what do I do right after that? I screw it right up. So, that's why you subscribe to my channel, because, basically everything I say is a lie, or, you know, very quickly disproved. Yeah, come on. There's a tomato down there, but I didn't get it. Basically because I saw it too late. Yeah, so moving right along here, there's another warp star. Like I said, they're just for decoration, really, you know, to transition you to completely different scenery. And you'll see this tower is gonna be important. Well, not important, but, you know, you'll see how it factors in to the game here. So now we're inside the tower. I don't know, it's just a really cool design. I know I've said that already. This guy means business. I really don't like this line at all, so having a power like the cutter to just spam like that makes it so much easier. In general, I hate waiting for the bosses, any boss, like mini bosses or main bosses or anything, to give you, you know, whatever item it is that... There we go. Ugh, the beam. Like, it's like, I feel like the beam is like the most common power-up, special ability. So I'm always disappointed when something like that happens. But they can't all be the UFOs, you know. What are you gonna do? That's life. And well, yeah. So we have to go back into the arena now to get the hammer. So it wasted time, but like I said, time doesn't matter anymore. We can do whatever we want, because we can go as long as we want. So yeah, just take care of this guy. He's really easy with a power-up like the... Like I said, I should stop, you know, saying things like that, because I get disproven, like, so quickly after I've said it. See what I mean? How the power-up tries to, like, screw... Whoa, that was close. Tries to screw you up. But, that's why it's a good idea, if you don't want a power-up, to release it, inhale it, and then spit it right back out again. That's a surefire way to make sure that you don't get it, because I think I said in another part that... that if you inhale an enemy and a power-up, or if you lose your power-up and then inhale an enemy with a different power-up at the same time, you will always get the power-up that you discarded, you know, the one that you had. You won't get the new one, and you won't it won't be like getting 2 power-ups at once, you know, two brand new enemies at once. It'll just be the old one, which I always thought, oh no, well, alright, well, we'll complete the level for... this is gonna be a bad episode. I apologize for this, but, yeah. I don't know, these things happen sometimes, so... If you're watching this Let's Play series, or any of my Let's Play series, you'll know that. Whoop! Things falling on my head. Whoops. Hopefully that didn't scare any... Well, hopefully I didn't, like, you know, blow up the microphone doing that, but... Anyway, so, you see, I can show you right here. This is why you need the hammer. You see? It makes that high-pitched sound, and pretty sure the hammer is actually the only thing that will do that. And you can see that's obviously where you'll come through the other way. I think the hammer is the absolute only thing that will break through that. Because the rock power doesn't work underwater, none of the other power-ups will work. The sword, the beam... Well, the beam doesn't work underwater to begin with. Trying to think of what else that you might think would work that doesn't. Spike power... I don't know if the spike power-up works underwater or not. So, yeah. So we're gonna head over... Actually gonna head over to the museum, I think. See what we have in here for power-ups. Yeah, let's take the stone power-up. This is a good one to use against bosses. Like those mini bosses in the arena. This is a really great power-up to use. And you'll see why in a second. Basically because you could just hang out. And it doesn't matter, like, if they try and trip you up. And if you get... Whoops. And if you get at them high enough, you take away a lot of their health. And that's it. Simple as that. So, multiple ways to beat the same boss. That's why you're watching. Yeah, in case you haven't been able to tell either, I don't know if it was the best idea to start the Skyrim Let's Play at the same time as doing this, but I have, as much fun as this game is, I have lost... Yeah. You see what I mean? I could have just start selected there, but I chose not to. I don't know why. I've just... Oh, now I have to start select. I keep forgetting that you don't start the level over again. Wow, this is gonna be an action-packed episode. Yeah. Oh gosh, see, I've lost motivation to finish this Let's Play, and it's sad too, because it really is such a fun game, and I really do love it, but I have just been so into Skyrim, and now that I'm doing the Let's Play for that, I feel like I can't ever... Stop it! I don't want to play... Stop it! I can't play Skyrim without actually doing the Let's Play. See, there we go. That's what I was talking about doing, like, massive damage all at once. But yeah, I can't play Skyrim on my own now, because I want to, save it for the Let's Play, even though I have somehow fewer people watching that than I do these other videos, which is surprising to me, so, but yes. So, basically, I apologize, and hopefully you're enjoying this, as awful of a job as I'm currently doing, but, my focus is elsewhere right now, in addition to all the other, things and issues that are going on. Kirby. I don't know what's going... Yeah, it's just, it's really hot. I'm gonna say that. It's, in case you're not paying attention to when this video is being uploaded, it's currently really, really hot right now. We're at the end of May. We're, 2012 here, and it is just... It's hard to think. And that's what I'm gonna blame this on, is the fact that it's hard for me to think, because it's too hot. And, yeah, that's what we're gonna say our problem is. Nothing else whatsoever. Certainly not the fact that we haven't played this game in, like, well, aside from running it through a little bit, probably about 10 years, so, well, I don't know about that. So here you go. This is what you need to do. And I'm, if someone, can... Gosh, I don't know what's going on with me today. If anyone knows of another power-up that will do that, please let me know, because that'd be really cool. I may have known that once upon a time, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was. So, alright, so here you go. This is a good power-up to keep for this boss, is the hammer power. Because, yeah, you can see how you also swipe away the mass of, like, so you kind of have to keep up with the guy, but as long as you stay on level ground, he is incredibly easy. It's a joke. He eventually spits enemies at you, and he does crazy things. He moves faster, knocking out, paths, so you have to kind of jump or drop down, otherwise you get wiped. But that's it. So that's the end. That was the end of Yogurt Yard. Level 6 is Ocean Orange Ocean. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Lou's Let's Play Kirby's Adventure. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm really apologizing for the spastic commentary and the massive death and everything else like that. So I'm your host PhoenixFire76 aka Lou, saying don't forget to rate, comment, or subscribe, and join me next time as we will be going on through the Orange Ocean. Bye bye everybody.